Absolutely fired up to bring you a Monday edition of Red Sox Now. I'm your host, Mike Antonellis, one of the radio and TV broadcasters for the Worcester Red Sox, who will be home this week against the Guardians AAA affiliate. We'll get to somebody who was on that Worcester team that helped the Red Sox, but when you wake up on this Monday morning, I mean, you have to be ecstatic. I know in New England, if you're waking up, the weather's not great. We've had some ice or snow here this morning early, but the Red Sox, in total domination, beat the Birds over the weekend. And what is even better about this, I know it is early. The Red Sox have already faced some adversity. They won the last two games of that road trip in Baltimore, but they started off the season good at home. They have not done this in a long time. They didn't start the season off great at home last year or the year before. 13-9 win in the Fenway opener, which was exciting. Mother Nature had plans for the Saturday game, and then how about a day-night doubleheader when you're trailing in the bottom of the ninth, and a guy that had the day off, wasn't feeling great, had some heavy legs, what Alex Cora called about Wilyer Abreu, and what foreshadowing that was for Abreu and how he played, getting the walk-off hit, and then in the Red Sox 18-7 win in the nightcap. I mean, for me, this shows a lot, and I'll tell you what, it is not easy playing baseball when it's cold out. I get these guys make a lot of money, but they're still human. Their bodies don't know that they're making all this money. But the fact that you had to go out and grind that first game, and then you had to play another game with a rookie pitcher on the mound, and the way that they went to work offensively. Now, the Cardinals are not a great club, we know that, but still, this Red Sox team this year obviously is showing a lot more than we've seen in years past, because it didn't matter who they played at home in the last couple of years. They were not good. Why are they better? They got better players. They got a younger core, and these veterans that they brought in have certainly been pretty good, as Larry David would say. But what a great Monday to wake up to this. And the Red Sox do play tonight against Toronto. They keep their schedule going at home. I mean, Wilyer Abreu, what more can I say? And I talked about it on the exhibition editions. You can go back and watch, and make sure to go back, like, subscribe, comment. I talked about this before. There were many people on social media, including people that cover the team, felt that Rafael and Abreu should not be on the club. I mean, all offseason, all I heard was trading him to Seattle, which I still, despite what he's doing right now, I don't think Seattle was going to hand you a top-of-the-rotation pitcher for an outfielder. I don't think that was going to happen. But it's pretty obvious from some things that Carl Ravitch talked about last night and Eduardo Perez on the broadcast. They were pretty much telling us what Alex Cora told them about Abreu. And if he felt like that and loved him, and they said that he fell in love with this guy last year, I don't think they were trading him. But one thing that I caution people about with these young players and how we want these guys out and the next ones right in, that's not saying a lot to your young players. If you gave Rafaela and Abreu that one full season last year and said that's not good enough, you're out the door, if you're Roman Anthony or Marcelo Meyer, you're saying, geez, if I don't perform, I'm going to be out of here. They're allowed to get better. And have we not seen a growth? Now, Rafaela has gone through a little bit. I still think he gets himself out more, and he had a good game last night. But we have seen the growth of Abreu, a young player, and this is going to go down as one of the best trades. But a leader hitting cleanup. But he is, the title here about being on an historic run. J.P. Long, the manager of media relations and baseball informations for the Red Sox. I know JP and working with him over the years in my time in the system. Abreu's 483. I had to write this down. 483 batting average, 595 on base percentage. The cool kids say OBP. Are the highest of any Red Sox player in history through his first 10 games with a minimum of 25 plate appearances. I know it's early. I know it's a small sample size, but you guys were all freaking out after that Ranger series. You're seeing a growth. You want to look for things. Eduardo Perez said last year that Abreu struggled on the fastball a lot. He's not this year. He's certainly not this year. And we don't have a slide built for Rafael Devers. What did I tell you about Rafael? Eduardo Perez said it last night. Not that I'm any hitting guru. I just thought, in my opinion, the guy just didn't have enough ABs in spring training. And Eduardo Perez said that last night. Especially coming off an injury and not playing a lot in spring training. It's hard. And I think now we are seeing the transition, and Devers 4 more hits. He's reached base in 8 of 10, by the way, and is hit safely in every game in April. But we could go on and on and on about Abreu as well, but what a great start to his season. Speaking of, is it safe to say that Alex Bregman might enjoy Fenway Park? I think he does. Another guy off to a historic start. Most extra base hits in his first 24 career games at Fenway belongs to Travis Hafner at 21, former Cleveland Indian. They were the Indians at the time. Alex Bregman with 20. Joe Carter, by the way, with 19. I think I saw 18 of those as a kid. Tony Oliva and Ken Keltner all have 19. So when we talk about Alex Bregman and we say, oh, the guy just likes hitting at Fenway Park, it's more to that. And Eduardo Perez, by the way, is so good at explaining, and David Cohn last night, they really do a good job explaining the game. They were talking about the short swing. Bregman's doubled down the line where he brought his hands in. That's something he's so good and so quick. You know, he can do that and pelt that wall for doubles, and then you saw the ball he hit the center field. He's got that in his tool bag where he, it's kind of like a two-way hitter where he can hit for doubles and singles, and that park plays to his swing. It's not that he just likes playing there. That's what, I hear that. Oh, he just likes playing. Well, it's a little more than that. I mean, a lot of guys like playing at Fenway and don't hit like that. It's a little more, the swing is tailored to it, and it's why he was so successful in Houston. And a 4-hit game, 6 RBIs. I mean, the game was ridiculous tonight. Devers again had 4 hits. Duran, Rafaela, they all had hits. Carlos Narvaez had 2 more hits. Romy Gonzalez had 2 more hits. I mean, it was just an onslaught. It is weird because, in my experiences, when you see a second game like that of a doubleheader, I know the Cardinals aren't great, but with the weather, you usually don't see that many runs. And I think that Alex Cora had to be pretty happy, the makeup of his team, that the weather's been awful. It's miserable days, and that his team went out there and scored 10 runs in the first 3 innings. And you know what was really great about that? The relief of Hunter Dobbins, who made his major league debut. Obviously, that first inning, I can't imagine. And Wolf Fleming, I was listening to the game on the radio, coming back from Boston, actually, and him talking that he didn't even know where he was, because it's so overwhelming. And that first inning was tough for him. His teammates went out and did the job for him, and you could see him slowly just relaxing. 5 innings, 8 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. But you know what's really the best story about this? And I think this is why baseball can be more special than the other sports for this reason. Now, in football, there's no minor leagues to grab from, and injuries do open things up. Of course, we know with Tom Brady. You don't really see it as much in the other sports, but in baseball, a postponement allows you to add to your roster. So Hunter Dobbins was able to be added as a 27th player. And because of that rainout, he's able to pitch and go out there because of Mother Nature and start game 2. Now, the Red Sox made that decision so that they can everyone an extra day's rest. But I find it like divine intervention that Dobbins got the opportunity because of rain. Isn't that fantastic? I think it's absolutely fantastic. Great weekend for the Red Sox. They're able to sweep the Cardinals. They are red hot. They've won 5 in a row, and they entertained Toronto, who, by the way, just gave Vladdy a huge deal. All right, we ask you this favor every episode. If you could subscribe, like, and comment on Red Sox Now, and I will answer the comments right below, I promise you. Happy Monday. It's a good Monday as the Red Sox sweep the Cardinals, and I thank you, as always, for watching Red Sox Now.